And I said, well, this can't be right. And I do recall being in the room, and there was another man in the room, and there was a doctor there and some lady who was crying. And the doctor was yelling at her, and he says, lady, you're just going to have to get used to the fact he's not going to make it. He'll be lucky if he's here by this afternoon. So, you know, you're creating this commotion is not changing anything. And they left, and I was like, whoa, that's bad. I guess this is just, I got to stay here for a little bit till they figure out where else they're going to take me, because I'm not part of this program. And turns out I was. I was in the hospital for like a week or so. I don't know, it cost a lot of money, I know that. And I remember my doctor came in one day, the day I was released. And now you have to understand, my sister was his nurse, and so she goes pretty much everywhere he goes. And I remember hearing, she was out in the hallway, and I heard her crying. And he came in, and I'd known this guy since I was 12 years old. And I was 51 at this time, so I'd known him a long time. And I'd been through a whole bunch of other stuff before that, and, you know, bumps and bruises, and getting hit with stuff on the farm and whatever, where I grew up. So I knew who he was, and he knew who I was. He knew my whole family for sure. And he stood at the foot of my bed, and he stuttered. And he said, he looked me in the eye, and he says, you're a goner. There's nothing we can do. You need to go home and get your affairs in order. We're going to release you this afternoon. You can have whatever you want for lunch, but if you can hold it down. And I'm sorry. And he walked out. And I was up there all by myself for a bit, and I'm like, this is a bad movie, you know, I'm not in this movie. This is just like a bad dream or something. It's not really happening. So a nurse came in a little while later, and I ordered a hamburger and choked that down, and then my sister came and helped me get dressed, and once I tried to stand up, I collapsed and fell into the trash can. I knew, whoa, I knocked my water over and spilled it and whatever. I knew if I said I collapsed because I was weak, they wouldn't let me go. So I just said I slipped in some water, and they said, oh, well, sorry about that, be more careful next time, and then I left. So this was about a week into the month of April 2003. And I was drastically losing weight like crazy. And I went out to my father's because I really had no place else to go or anybody to look after me. And I was coming to grips with that idea that this guy said, get your affairs in order, there's nothing we can do. And I don't know how many of you have had this happen to you, but it's a wake-up call for sure.